I swear, I think I've got it. I think I figured it out. My working theory is Donald Trump really does believe that Russia is still the USSR. And the only reason why I'm saying that way is because, as we do some perfect polls, is because he's entering into peace talks about Ukraine with Vladimir Putin, not Zelensky. He wants Europe to provide security for the area, and they're not involved in this conversation either. Okay, nobody's involved with this except for Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, exactly the way Vladimir Putin wanted it, because now he's going to steamroll Donald Trump. This is exactly what Kamala Harris warned you is coming. This is exactly what Kamala Harris warned you about. And in a nutshell, she told you that Donald Trump cannot resist Vladimir Putin's redacted, and with that, he's going into talks with him about Ukraine. Putin's going to say, I want Ukraine, and Donald Trump is going to say, oh, okay, can I suck on your redacted now? And Vladimir Putin will say, yet, because there's still more he needs to do. But I seriously think Donald Trump believes now that Russia is still USSR, which ended a long time ago. I still watch classic episodes of Saturday Night World Championship Wrestling over on Peacock too, but I understand the Cold War is over, and Nikita Koloff never really was Nikita Koloff. Where did all of them go? There's one. Oops. You see what I did when I was caught by surprise, right? It's just an instant switch to bear because I need the armor more than anything else. Yeah, that's what's going on now. As a direct result, by the way, of this meeting with Vladimir Putin, Europe is having an emergency summit. It's over in, I believe, where was that? I believe it was in Paris, wasn't it? Yes. European leaders to begin Paris meeting as Trump forges ahead with Ukraine peace talks, with only Vladimir Putin at the table. Let that sink in again. They did not loot that all the way. I'm mad at them. Be as mad as I am for a minute. Be as mad as I was about that little loot drama because I couldn't skin that tiger. I know there. Oops. I did not mean to hit that. I was waiting. Now, that was what I was waiting on. So, European leaders gathering in Paris for an emergency summit on Ukraine after the Trump administration said it's only going to be myself and Vladimir Putin at the table. And Ukraine is not allowed, but we're going to talk about them and we're going to divide up their territory. And nothing bad will happen to Russia out of these settlements. We all know this. We all know what's coming. And American Christians helped elect a leader that was even marked in the book of Revelations. Wasn't it? It was Revelation 13, wasn't it? Or was it 12? I'm going to look that up real quick. Yep, it was Revelation 13. Go back and read that for comprehension, especially after what happened to a certain candidate on the campaign trail. I'll leave it at that. And just really read it just to read it, because it's probably the first time you've ever read your Bible anyway. So take your time with it and really understand and really look at what you're reading. Okay, Revelation's a really hard book to begin with. It really is. Then onward and onward and upward with our Europe news here. Sir Keir Starmer said the meeting in Paris was a once-in-a-generation moment for national security, because it has to be. You've got somebody that is allying themselves with the biggest geopolitical foe you've got, which is Russia. You know, this, and again, understand that the biggest geopolitical foe is still Russia. Mitt Romney was right. Then I'm sorry to that one. I didn't think you were a Skinner. Oops. Oops on me. Almost ninja skinned you. I am so sorry. Boom boom. We're doing perfect polls today. There we go. No. And when Donald Trump said all this, it sent a bombshell through Europe, and of course it would, because they're on the outs now with the Trump administration. He will not work with anybody that doesn't do things like believe that certain groups of people are not really people. And that's, ugh. Oh, phooey. Another. Well, is that one loaded or no? Let's see. It is phooey. It is phooeyed, yeah. Well, we'll grab this one crock, and then we'll call this report over and done with. Okay. And it's simply because we've run out of mobs. So there's still going to be more to come today, but for this one, we're pretty much done. By the way, the talks are occurring in Saudi Arabia, well known for their wonderful stance on things like gay rights. Let that sink in also. And that's our last crock of the day. So for today's News and Warcraft, this is Nermall. And if this is the only one you see, I wish you a great day and great gaming. Goodbye, everybody. Be right back.